pursuing dark outlines across the bedroom plaster, running desperately, but the illusions move much faster. Silhouettes stretching infinitely down the narrow alleyway, trying to capture a phantom that refuses to stay.
Hunting for apparitions in the fading afternoon, guided blindly by the deceptive waning moon, grasping at smoke that slips right through my fist.
A foolish pursuit of something that doesn't exist.
Optical tricks,
Playing games with my perception,
falling victim to this visual cruel deception.
sprint toward the figure, but it suddenly shrinks
Into the darkness,
where the hidden monster drinks. Chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind, leaving reality and solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following the trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shade. From this spectral prison, there is no escape.
the perimeter walls cast a towering, terrifying gloom. Monsters projected onto the floor of my living room, tracing the edges of a memory that isn't truly there, boxing with the menace and invisible opponent in the air.
Corner of my eye catches a sudden rapid dart, accelerating the pounding of my anxious racing heart. Silhouettes dancing a mocking sinister ballet, taunting my efforts before swiftly darting away. Optical tricks, playing games with my perception,
Falling victim to this visual
cruel deception,
sprint toward the figure,
but it suddenly shrinks
into the darkness,
where the hidden monster drinks. Chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind, leaving reality and solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following the trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shade. From this spectral prison, there is no escape.
stop the pursuit, stand entirely, firmly still.
Let the darkness operate its mysterious, quiet will.
You cannot handcuff a projection on the wall.
Surrender to the emptiness and let the darkness fall. Run, hide, seek, find empty shapes. Tricked mind, chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind, leaving reality and solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following the trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shape. From this spectral prison, there is no escape. Just an outline, nothing there. Fade to black. shouting your name fiercely into a vast rocky cavern. The desperate vowels ricochet across jagged granite walls, seeking warmth inside this cold abandoned stone tavern, listening intently as the emptiness endlessly calls.
Sound waves bouncing off towering ancient limestone formations, an acoustic mirror reflecting my intense, undeniable affection,
creates an infinitely multiplying auditory duplications, sending my voice back in the absolute opposite direction. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echo and love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
Strict geometry dictates the trajectory of these syllables. Valleys trap the noise indefinitely within their steep perimeter,
Multiplying my confessions into countless unseen multiples, acting as a cool, unfeeling sonic limiter. The auditory feedback loop becomes completely deafening, hearing my own extreme vulnerability repeated mockingly. This geological phenomenon is truly deeply threatening my desperate pleas, bouncing around quite shockingly. Reverberations multiply rapidly within the steep gorge, a terrifying chorus of phantoms mimicking my declaration, trying to permanently hammer and emotionally forge a true connection out of this spatial isolation. Echoing love returning directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual, a physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. The canyon replies loudly, but doesn't offer very much. A vocal boomerang hitting my fragile, exposed chest, putting my psychological endurance to the ultimate test.
absorb the noise, quickly pad the hard reflective surfaces. I strongly demand an original reply, not a worthless duplicate.
This repetitive illusion completely defeats our purposes, making things horribly, terribly, hopelessly intricate. Hello, hello, return, return, bounce, bounce, empty, 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 empty. Directly to the sad sender, a hollow resonance replacing actual, a physical touch, bouncing back without any bodily warmth to render. psychological endurance to the ultimate test. Just my voice bouncing back, utterly alone. An enormous dark mass of vapor suspends above the mountain peak.
The barometric pressure drops rapidly, crushing my motivation.
The atmospheric condition makes my entire body feel incredibly weak.
Trapped under a thick, dark layer, absolute
Total stagnation.
moisture accumulates rapidly within this suffocating gray ceiling. The sun is completely blocked by a thick,
Impenetrable shield.
an overwhelming, oppressive, devastatingly numb feeling, forcing my stubborn, rebellious heart to
Finally bow and yield. The weight of the sky is bearing down upon our fragile spines. Looking upward anxiously, searching for any hopeful bright signs. But the density only increases with every passing miserable hour, stripping away our remaining energy, draining our vital power. This heavy cloud threatens an imminent emotional downpour today, chasing every single ounce of joyful sunshine completely away. A dense, loaded atmosphere hanging dangerously low,
paralyzing our movements,
making the journey painfully slow. A massive gray burden suspended directly over our home, trapping us underneath this dark, unforgiving, stormy dome.
smog and humidity combining to a thick, toxic
Suffocating blend.
The visibility decreases until I cannot even see
My own front gate,
wondering exactly how much longer this dark,
weather can extend.
resigning myself to this gloomy, predictable, unfortunate
Fate. Condensation drips slowly down the cold metallic window frame. The dense fog rolls through the valley like a slow-moving ghost, playing a frustrating, psychological, exhausting waiting game, losing the things that my vulnerable heart cherished the most. The weight of the sky is bearing down upon our fragile spines, looking upward anxiously, searching for any hopeful bright signs. But the density only increases with every passing miserable hour, stripping away our remaining energy, draining our vital power. This heavy cloud threatens an imminent emotional downpour today, chasing every single ounce of joyful sunshine completely away. A dense, loaded atmosphere hanging dangerously low,
paralyzing our movements,
making the journey painfully slow. A massive gray burden suspended directly over our home, trapping us underneath this dark, unforgiving, stormy dome.
unleash the torrent, release the stored anxiety.
We cannot survive much longer inside this suffocating society. Break the tension, let the accumulated pressure finally explode, lighten the immense, unbearable weight of this atmospheric glow. Dense, low, gray, press, sky is falling, endless stress. This heavy cloud threatens an imminent emotional downpour today, chasing every single ounce of joyful sunshine completely away. A dense, loaded atmosphere hanging dangerously low, paralyzing our movements, making the journey painfully slow. A massive gray burden suspended directly over our home, trapping us underneath this dark, unforgiving story dome. Still hanging so dark, waiting for the burst. Softly beating inside this tranquil, quiet chest, finding a comforting zone where I can finally rest. Breathing slowly, exhaling the anxious, tight air, floating easily on a cloud without a single care.
Relaxed rhythm stomping at a peaceful pace, navigating the journey with unhurried grace. Gentle pulses echoing through my relaxed veins, sheltered safely from the chaotic pouring rain.
Slowing the tempo of the rushing mad crowd, lowering the volume when the world gets loud, tuning the frequency to a soothing calm vibration, entering a state of permanent relaxation. Mellow heart keeping it smooth this time, writing a gentle uncomplicated rhyme. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easy-going ride. Serene emotions flowing like a lazy stream, living pleasantly inside a waking dream.
Unwinding the knots tangled within my brain, refusing to participate in the stressful lane. Chilling underneath the shade of an old oak tree, embracing the simplicity of simply being free.
Tender feelings blossoming like a spring flower, appreciating the stillness of the present hour. Harmonious melodies hummed underneath my breath, defeating the worry, ignoring the stress until death. Slowing the tempo of the rushing mad crowd, lowering the volume when the world gets loud, tuning the frequency to a soothing calm vibration, entering a state of permanent relaxation. Mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, writing a gentle uncomplicated rhyme. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easy-going ride. Serene emotions flowing like a lazy stream, living pleasantly inside a waking dream.
Dependable,
Quiet drum, waiting patiently for whatever good things come. Rest, calm, chest, easy living, gentle giving. Mellow heart keeping the smoothest time, riding a gentle, uncomplicated ride. No rushing, no running, just a steady glide, enjoying the beauty of this easy-going ride. Serene emotions flowing like a lazy stream, Pursuing dark outlines across the bedroom plaster, running desperately, but the illusions move much faster. Silhouettes stretching infinitely down a narrow alleyway, trying to capture a phantom that refuses to stay.
Hunting for apparitions in the fading afternoon, guided blindly by the deceptive waning moon, grasping at smoke that slips right through my fist. A foolish pursuit of something that doesn't exist.
Optical tricks, playing games with my perception, falling victim to this visual cruel deception. Sprint toward the figure, but it suddenly shrinks
Into the darkness where the hidden
monster drinks, chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind,
leaving reality and
solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following a trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shade.
From this spectral prison,
there is no escape.
The perimeter walls cast a towering, terrifying gloom. Monsters projected onto the floor of my living room, tracing the edges of a memory that isn't truly there, boxing with the menacing invisible opponent in the air.
Corner of my eye catches a sudden rapid dart, accelerating the pounding of my anxious racing heart. Silhouettes dancing a mocking sinister ballet, taunting my efforts before swiftly darting away. Optical tricks, playing games with my perception, falling victim to this visual cruel deception. Sprint toward the figure, but it suddenly shrinks into the darkness where the hidden monster drinks, chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind,
leaving reality and
solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following a trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shade.
From this spectral
Prison, there is no escape.
stand entirely firmly still.
Let the darkness operate its mysterious quiet will.
You cannot handcuff a projection
On the wall,
surrender to the emptiness
and let the darkness fall. Run, hide, seek, find empty shapes, trick mind, chasing shadows through the labyrinth of my mind,
leaving reality and
solid objects far behind. A marathon of ghosts, an impossible endless race, following the trick of the light without a face, running in circles, hunting for an empty shape.
from this spectral prison.
There is no escape. Just an outline, nothing there. Fade to black, just an outline, nothing there. Fade to black. studio clock ticks past midnight, heavy with exhaustion. Magnetic tape unspools slowly inside this cold recorder. Our creative spark whimpers into a faint, dying ember. We spend hours chasing a harmony we can no longer remember.
Vacuum tubes inside the amplifiers are gradually cooling. Out-of-tune strings vibrate with a dull, hollow resonance. Cigarette smoke hangs motionless above the mixing console as this uninspired session takes its final, devastating toll. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its breath and its heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away. Wooden drumsticks slip from my numb, slippery fingers. A feedback loop groans weakly in the monitor speaker. The rhythm section completely loses its steady foundation, halting this pointless training musical negotiation. Condenser microphones capture nothing but heavy breathing. The flashing red indicator confirms the track is leaving. We compose a symphony out of fragile temporary lies, now watching how a legendary collaboration slowly dies. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythmic heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away. Erase the master track, delete the digital file. We haven't shared a genuine, happy smile in a long while. Let the static hiss consume the remaining empty space, leaving behind no musical footprint, no historical trace. Decay, vanish, mute hiss, unrecorded sorrow, no tomorrow. This fading jam loses its rhythmic heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. Ooh, the groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback, an agonizingly slow sonic decay, as the last beautiful note simply drifts away. Cut the power, switch off the light, total silence.
Sudden unexpected spark ignites this frozen icy relationship. The Arctic frost begins to melt away from my guarded exterior. Stepping off the lonely, isolated, cold passenger ship, realizing that my pessimistic fears were completely inferior.
Your welcoming voice pierces through my stubborn, thick armor. A friendly greeting thaws the winter accumulated inside my chest. The atmosphere suddenly becomes significantly, wonderfully warmer, putting my long-standing, cynical worldview to the ultimate test.
Combustion begins from a single, genuinely hospitable glance, giving our stagnant lives a beautiful secondary chance. The temperature rises as our eyes finally successfully meet, transforming this bitter, frozen sidewalk into a cozy street. A warm hello melts the massive glaciers of our long separation, initiating a beautiful, comforting regeneration.
A simple, friendly greeting packed
with genuine tender heat,
making our synchronization
completely, totally complete.
banishing
The lonely winter,
welcoming the glorious spring.
discovering the simple joy that a kind, welcoming word can bring.
Cozy embers crackling cheerfully inside the old brick fireplace. Hospitality radiates from the center of your beautiful smile, erasing the lingering tension from my tired, stressed out face. Knowing that this genuine connection makes everything worthwhile.
The emotional thermostat climbs to a perfectly comfortable degree, unwinding my defensive posture, letting down my heavy guard, feeling completely, wonderfully, absolutely accepted and free. After spending so many years feeling incredibly bitter and hard,
Combustion begins
from a single, genuinely hospitable glance, giving our stagnant lives a beautiful secondary chance.
The temperature rises as our eyes
Finally successfully meet, transforming this bitter, frozen sidewalk into a cozy street. A warm hello melts the massive glaciers of our long separation, initiating a beautiful, comforting regeneration.
a simple, friendly greeting packed
With genuine tender heat,
making our synchronization completely,
totally complete. Banishing the lonely winter, welcoming the glorious spring, discovering the simple joy that a kind, welcoming word can bring.
fan the flames of kindness,
Sustain this,
hospitable fire,
elevating
our spirits higher than our wildest dreams aspire.
A simple greeting possesses the magical power to heal,
Making this
newfound happiness feel completely, tangibly real. Meet, greet, thaw, rise, friendly spark, bright eye. The warm hello melts the massive glaciers of our long separation, initiating a beautiful, comforting regeneration.
a simple, friendly greeting packed
Genuine across the open patio, lifting the heavy velvet curtains of my stagnant mind, carrying a refreshing, pure atmosphere ratio, leaving the suffocating stale oxygen far behind.
Gentle gusts ventilate this narrow, depressing corridor. A pneumatic release bringing sudden, absolute clarity, acting as an energetic heavenly, windborne ambassador, distributing comfort with an airy, generous charity.
The zephyr carries distinct, wonderfully fragrant memories, invisible forces actively pushing me confidently onward, scattering the lingering bothersome mental enemies, tilting my chin upward, gazing optimistically sunward. Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing, magnificent stratosphere, tasting the sweetness upon our parched, dry tongues, blowing away the remnants of lingering cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely uninjured, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered.
Airborne particles dancing joyfully in the sudden draft, exhaling toxic fumes accumulated over multiple decades, building a functional aerodynamic psychological craft, escaping before the spectacular daytime scenery fades.
Soaring high above the mundane, boring terrestrial problems, carried aloft by a supernatural, incredibly airy lift, detaching from the worldly heavy concrete columns, accepting this meteorological, fantastic, precious gift. The zephyr carries distinct, wonderfully fragrant memories, invisible forces actively pushing me confidently onward, scattering the lingering bothersome mental enemies, tilting my chin upward, gazing optimistically sunward. Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing, magnificent stratosphere, tasting the sweetness upon our parched, dry tongues, blowing away the remnants of lingering cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely uninsured, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered.
Blow away the sticky cobwebs, forcefully scatter the debris. Let the internal atmospheric pressure equalize completely, opening the windows to embrace this grand decree, letting the draft kiss my forehead softly and sweet.
Inhale, exhale, gust, soar, fresh air, breathe deeply. Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing, magnificent stratosphere, tasting the sweetness upon our parched, dry tongues, blowing away the remnants of lingering cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely uninjured, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered, drifting upward, floating free, just the wind.
sugars ventilate this narrow, depressing corridor of pneumatic release, bringing sudden, absolute clarity.
Acting as an energetic heavenly, wind-born ambassador, distributing comfort with an airy, generous charity.
The zephyr carries distant, wonderfully fragrant memories, invisible forces actively pushing me confidently onward, scattering the lingering bothersome mental enemies.
Tilting my chin upward, gazing optimistically sunward. Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing magnificent stratosphere, tasting the sweetness upon our part, dry tongue,
Blowing away the remnants of lingering
cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely unnatural, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered.
airborne particles dancing joyfully in the sudden draft, exhaling toxic fumes accumulated over multiple decades, building a functional aerodynamic psychological craft, escaping before the spectacular daytime scenery fades, soaring high above the mundane, boring terrestrial problems, carried aloft by a supernatural, incredibly airy lift, detaching from the worldly, heavy concrete columns, accepting this meteorological fantastic precious gift. The zephyr carries distinct, wonderfully fragrant memories, invisible forces actively pushing me confidently onward, scattering the lingering bothersome mental enemies.
Tilting my chin upward, gazing optimistically sunward.
Soulful breeze, reviving my exhausted, collapsed lungs, inhaling the pure, refreshing, magnificent stratosphere,
Tasting the sweetness upon our parched, dry tongues,
blowing away the remnants of lingering
cowardly fear, flying like a spiritual kite, entirely unnatural, cleansing the spaces that previously felt so cankered. Blow away the sticky cobwebs, forcefully scatter the debris. Let the internal atmosphere pressure equalize completely, opening the windows to embrace this grand decree, letting the draft kiss my forehead softly and sweetly. Yeah. Exhale, good soul, fresh air, breathe deeply. Deep beneath the ancient, fertile forest floor, subterranean channels cannot contain this agony anymore. The oldest oak timber trembles from an inner disease as a bitter autumn wind strips the defenseless trees.
Ancestral soil absorbs the generational heavy weight, nutrients contaminated by a cruel, unyielding fate. Bark splits open, oozing a sticky, resinous tear, exposing the historical vulnerability we secretly fear.
The underground network carries a desperate silent signal. This botanical structure is becoming dangerously brittle. An unseen earthquake fractures our spiritual foundation, enduring a slow, painful, vegetative starvation. The roots weave beneath the heavy, trampled clay as our natural connection completely withers away. The foundation grows, the ancient trunk bleeds, ignoring our emotional, vital, spiritual needs. The subterranean mourning, organic and profound, crying silently from underneath the solid ground.
Concrete jungles expand, choking the soft loam, depriving our wild spirits of their native home. Iron shovels sever the delicate fibrous veins, leaving nothing but structural damage and pains.
Withered stems collapse under the toxic atmosphere. No sweet birds nesting, no gentle wildlife near. The crown of branches loses its majestic green pride, with no secret canopy left for us to run and hide. The underground network carries a desperate silent signal. This botanical structure is becoming dangerously brittle. An unseen earthquake fractures our spiritual foundation, enduring a slow, painful, vegetative starvation. The roots weave beneath the heavy, trampled clay as our natural connection completely withers away. The foundation grows, the ancient trunk bleeds, ignoring our emotional, vital, spiritual needs. A subterranean mourning, organic and profound, crying silently from underneath the solid ground. Oh, yeah,
Reclaim the dirt, remember the ancient wild origin, before this synthetic modern corruption crawled in. But the rot has penetrated far too deep into the core. We cannot blossom or bear sweet fruit anymore. Tremble, rot, die. Earthy sorrow, no tomorrow. Now to the roots weave beneath the heavy, trampled clay as our natural connection completely withers away. The foundation grows, the ancient trunk bleeds, ignoring our emotional, vital, spiritual needs. A subterranean mourning, organic and profound, crying silently from underneath the solid ground.
Enchanted waters flowing backward toward the mountain spring, listening to the supernatural folklore the local elders sing, wading into the sparkling, luminescent, magical stream, entering the borders of a powerful, prophetic dream.
Phosphorescent algae glows beneath the wooden canoe, revealing a spiritual pathway completely hidden from view. Paddling silently through the sacred ancient tributary, carrying offerings to the jungle's hidden sanctuary.
The current hums a divine, otherworldly secret chant,
nourishing every single mystical glowing plant.
liquid crystal purifying my heavily burdened soul,
Making my fragmented
broken aura completely whole. Mystic river winding through the supernatural terrain, washing away the worldly, superficial human stain.
a sorcerer's walked away with immense,
Legendary power,
blooming the magnificent,
rare midnight lotus flower, navigating the supernatural bends and twisting curves, calming my terrified mortal, overly anxious nerves.
silver scales flash from creatures entirely unknown, sitting quietly upon the mossy ceremonial stone. The riverbed is paved with translucent healing chords, defying all logic, dismissing traditional reports.
Dipping my fingers into the freezing celestial liquid, everything previously confusing suddenly becomes vividly lucid.
The rapids whisper predictions of a glorious tomorrow,
Banishing every ounce of inherited ancestral sorrow. The current hums a divine, otherworldly secret chant,
nourishing every single mystical glowing plant.
liquid crystal purifying my heavily burdened soul,
Making my fragmented
broken aura completely whole. Mystic river winding through the supernatural terrain, washing away the worldly, superficial human stain.
a sorceress walked away with immense,
Legendary power, blooming the magnificent, rare midnight lotus flower, navigating the supernatural bends and twisting curves, calming my terrified mortal, overly anxious nerves.
drink the elixir, swallow the magical watery potion, connecting directly to the vast
Spiritual ocean, let the enchantment soak deeply into your very bones, communicating with the universe in hushed, sacred tones. Flow, glow, oh, oh, heal, flow, oh, oh, magic waters, sacred bond. Mystic river winding through the supernatural terrain, washing away the worldly, superficial human stain. A sorceress walks away with immense, legendary power, blooming the magnificent, rare midnight lotus flower, navigating the supernatural bends and twisting curves, calming my terrified mortal, overly anxious nerves. Keep flowing into the magic vast Atlantic behaves like a giant sheet of flawless glass, watching the motionless anchored cargo vessels slowly pass. A dead calm paralyzes the deep, unmeasurable marine abyss, robbing the coastline of its familiar, crashing white kiss.
Voiceless currents circulate miles underneath the smooth surface, a fluid environment entirely devoid of direction or purpose. The tides refuse to fight, the pressure begins to heavily mount, suffering from a quiet despair that nobody can accurately count.
Liquid stagnation, freezing out emotional true expression, trapped inside a nautical overwhelming deep depression.
No breeze disturbs the surface,
no white caps appear,
drowning in a fluid vacuum
of absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to crying, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
The heavy iron anchor sinks into the black unyielding mud, chilling the warm flow of my frustrated human blood. Navigational instruments fail to find a way out of this zone, left drifting on this glassy desert, completely,
Utterly alone. Motionless seaweed tangled around the rusted dead propeller. I have become a stranded, forgotten maritime dweller.
the horizon blends
Seamlessly into the pale misty sky, with no dynamic motion left to even ask the question why. Liquid stagnation, freezing our emotional true expression, trapped inside a nautical overwhelming deep depression.
no breeze disturbs the surface,
No white caps appear, drowning in a fluid vacuum of absolute cold fear. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon, a massive body of water with no vocal cords to crying, cresting without a sound, breaking without an impact or roar, never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, perfectly disguised and still, crushing my fragile heart against its aquatic icy will.
a monstrous storm is brewing deep beneath this calm illusion.
A chaotic vortex of emotional devastating absolute confusion.
But on the outside,
Not a single ripple gives it away.
we keep our devastating secrets locked up,
Every single day,
still
deep,
mute,
tide,
glassy,
water,
no
sound. Silent waves roll wordlessly across the dark horizon,
oh,
a massive body of water
with no vocal cords to cry,
cresting without a sound,
breaking without an impact or roar.
never reaching the safety of the distant rocky shore. And under the tidal grief, Atlantic, icy will,
drifting away
into the fog, utterly voiceless. A plush, dark violet fabric spreads across the midnight landscape. The atmosphere feels like expensive textile brushing against my skin.
Gazing upward at this seamless cosmic
Nocturnal drape, wondering where the outer edges of this elegance begin.
deep indigo material blankets, the sleeping neighborhood below. The universe showcases its most luxurious
Premium design.
Street lamps illuminate the smooth canvas with a soft amber glow, while my chaotic thoughts slowly falling
To a perfectly straight line, touching the soft, untouchable tapestry of infinity.
feeling a sense of absolute majestic
Royal serenity. The universe wraps its comforting cloak around our shoulders, as the modern world outside gradually grows colder. Velvet sky draping its exquisite texture over our heads tonight, extinguishing the harsh, artificial, blinding city light. A smooth nocturnal canopy, incredibly soft and grand, stretching infinitely across this vast, mysterious land. An elegant dark paradise, comforting my weary mind, leaving the jagged, painful reality far behind.
Constellations appear like diamond studs embroidered on the cloth. The silver moon behaves like a glowing ancient celestial pearl.
My fragile spirit is drawn to the light like a nocturnal moth, watching the mysterious patterns of the galaxy slowly unfurl.
Silk curtains closing gently over the horizontal window of my eyes,
Absorbing the rich, calming pigments of this majestic space.
the absolute premium quality,
Of these nocturnal skies,
erasing every single painful memory without
leaving a trace. Touching the soft, untouchable tapestry of infinity.
feeling a sense of absolute majestic.
Royal serenity. The universe wraps its comforting cloak around our shoulders, as the modern world outside gradually grows colder. Velvet sky draping its exquisite texture over our heads tonight, extinguishing the harsh, artificial, blinding city light. A smooth nocturnal canopy, incredibly soft and grand, stretching infinitely across this vast, mysterious land. hold. Soft, plush, smooth, dark, cosmic blanket.
Ignite the spark.
Velvet sky dripping its exquisite texture over our heads tonight. Extinguishing the harsh, artificial, blinding city light. A smooth nocturnal canopy, incredibly soft and grand, stretching infinitely across this vast, mysterious land.
An elegant dark paradise.
Dark paradise, comforting my weary mind,
Weary mind.
leaving the jagged painful reality far behind. A plush, a plush, a plush dark violet fabric spreads across the midnight landscape. The atmosphere feels like expensive textile brushing against my skin. Gazing upward at this seamless, cosmic, nocturnal drape, wondering where the outer edges of this elegance begin.
Deep indigo material blankets the sleeping neighborhood
Below, the universe showcases its most luxurious, premium design.
Street lamps illuminate the smooth canvas
With a soft amber glow,
while my chaotic thoughts slowly fall into a perfectly straight line.
touching the soft, untouchable tapestry of infinity, feeling a sense of absolute majesty, royal serenity. The universe wraps its comforting cloak around our shoulders as the modern world outside gradually grows colder. Velvet sky draping its exquisite texture over our heads tonight, extinguishing the harsh, artificial, blinding city light. A smooth nocturnal canopy, incredibly. The diamond stylus drops into the circular black trench, excavating frequencies from a customized wooden bench. Tectonic vibrations rumble beneath my thick leather boots, discovering the origin of these spectacular musical roots.
Carving a permanent crater into the spinning heavy wax, ignoring the mundane, ordinary, strictly boring facts. A seismic anomaly shaking the foundation of solid bedrock, escaping the tyranny of the ticking,
relentless wall clock. The oscillation penetrates through the muscular dense tissue, addressing every single complicated internal psychological issue. Low-end frequencies meticulously massage the cerebral cortex,
swirling downward into a magnificent,
inescapable audio vortex. Deep groove swallowing my entire physical dancing frame. A funky excavation, completely without any proper name.
sub-bass,
Rumbling straight from the center of the earth, celebrating this spectacular, undeniable, rhythmic rebirth. Sinking effortlessly into the monumental, incredibly fat pocket, launching my spirit rocket.
The analog needle digs a magnificent Grand Sonic Canyon, becoming my absolute trusted, reliable musical companion. Reverberating strictly within the lowest possible decibel range, embracing this wonderful,
Magnificent, funky physiological change. Hypnotic revolutions turning at precisely 33 speeds, fulfilling my rhythmic, biological, incredibly urgent needs. The clavinet stutters a filthy, spectacularly gritty riff, pushing me safely over the metaphorical musical cliff. The oscillation penetrates through the muscular dense tissue, addressing every single complicated internal psychological issue. Low-end frequencies meticulously massage the cerebral cortex,
swirling downward into a magnificent,
inescapable audio vortex. Deep groove swallowing my entire physical dancing frame. Oh, a funky excavation, completely without any proper name.
so bass,
Rumbling straight from the center of the earth, celebrating this spectacular, undeniable, rhythmic rebirth, sinking effortlessly into the monumental, incredibly fat pocket, launching my spirit like an interstellar audio-powered rocket. Never felt this profound physical resonance before.
The rhythm section builds a monolithic, towering stone temple.
This beautiful composition remains remarkably, brilliantly simple. Spin, drop, lock, heavy bass, rock, steady. Deep groove swallowing my entire physical dancing frame.
A funky excavation,
Completely without any proper name.
so bass,
Rumbling straight from the center of the earth, celebrating this spectacular, undeniable, rhythmic rebirth, sinking effortlessly into the monumental, incredibly fat pocket, launching my spirit like an interstellar audio-powered rocket. Keep spinning, stay in the pocket, don't ever stop. A plush, dark violet fabric spreads across the midnight landscape. The atmosphere feels like expensive textile brushing against my skin.
gazing upward at the seamless, cosmic, nocturnal drape,
wondering where the outer edges of this elegance begin.
deep indigo material blankets, the sleeping neighborhood below. The universe showcases its most luxurious
Premium design.
street lamps illuminate the smooth canvas with a soft amber glow, while my chaotic thoughts slowly fall into a
Perfectly straight line, touching the soft, untouchable tapestry of infinity, feeling a sense of absolute, majestic, royal serenity. The universe wraps its comforting cloak around our shoulders as the modern world outside gradually reality far behind.
Constellations appear like diamond studs embroidered on the cloth. The silver moon behaves like a glowing ancient
celestial pearl.
My fragile spirit is drawn to the light like a nocturnal moth, watching the mysterious patterns of the galaxy
slowly unfurl. Silk curtains closing gently over the horizontal window of my eyes, absorbing the rich, calm, and pigments of this majestic space. The absolute premium quality of these nocturnal skies, erasing every single painful memory without leaving a trace. Touching the soft, untouchable tapestry of infinity, feeling a sense of absolute, majestic, royal serenity. The universe wraps its comforting cloak around our shoulders as the modern world outside gradually grows colder. Velvet sky draping its exquisite texture over our heads tonight, extinguishing the harsh, artificial, blinding city light. A smooth nocturnal canopy, incredibly soft and grand, stretching infinitely across this vast, mysterious land. An elegant, dark paradise, comforting my weary mind, leaving the jagged, painful reality far behind.
Fold the fabric, wrap yourself within this plush embrace.
No rough edges can penetrate this protected, sacred place.
The universe provides a premium
Shelter for the broken soul, making our shattered, fragmented spirits completely whole.
soft.
Plush, smooth, dark, cosmic blanket, ignite the spark of velvet sky, draping its exquisite text over our heads tonight, extinguishing the harsh, artificial, blinding city light. A smooth nocturnal canopy,
Incredibly soft and grand,
scratching infinitely across this vast, mysterious land. An elegant, dark paradise, comforting my weary mind, leaving the jagged, painful reality far behind. For plush, dark, violet fabric spreads across the midnight landscape. The atmosphere feels like expensive textile brushing against my skin. Gazing upward at this seamless, cosmic, nocturnal drape, wondering where the outer edges of this elegance begin.
deep indigo material blankets, the sleeping neighborhood below. The universe showcases its most luxurious, premium design. Street lamps illuminate the smooth canvas with a soft amber glow, while my chaotic thoughts slowly fall into a perfectly straight line. Touching the soft and touchable tapestry of infinity, feeling a sense of absolute, majestic, royal serenity.
The studio clock ticks past midnight, heavy with exhaustion. Magnetic tape unspooled slowly inside this cold recorder. Our creative spark whimpers into a faint dying ember. We spend hours chasing a harmony we can no longer remember.
Vacuum tubes inside the amplifiers are gradually cooling. Out-of-tune strings vibrate with a dull, hollow resonance.
Cigarette smoke hangs motionless above the mixing console as this uninspired session takes its final devastating toll. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. Our grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythm and heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback and agonizingly slow sonic decay as the last beautiful note simply drifts away.
Wooden drumsticks slip from my numb, slippery fingers. A feedback loop bones weakly in the monitor speaker. The rhythm section completely loses its steady foundation,
Halting this pointless draining musical negotiation. Condenser microphones capture nothing but heavy breathing. The flashing red indicator confirms the track is leaving. We composed a symphony out of fragile temporary lies, now watching how a legendary collaboration slowly dies. Frequencies dropping below the audible human spectrum. A grand musical masterpiece has suffered a fatal fracture. The volume slider slips down towards absolute zero. No heroic applause waiting for either tragic hero. This fading jam loses its rhythm and heartbeat. Dwindling music dissolving into this deserted urban street. The groove unravels, the chords completely disintegrate, accepting our silent, unceremonious, quiet fate. A dying playback and agonizingly slow sonic decay as the last beautiful note simply drifts away. Erase the master track, delete the digital file. We haven't shared a genuine, happy smile in a long while. Let the static is consumed, the remaining empty space, leaving behind no musical footprint, no historical trace. Decay, vanish, mute, hiss, unrecorded sorrow. No tomorrow. reaches the last beautiful note, simply drifts away. Cut the power, switch off the light, total silence.
Precious memories shining bright like heavy jewelry,
Wearing this invisible crown of pure misery.
yellow beams striking the cracks inside my mind.
Searching for a treasure I will never find.
Valuable wounds gleaming under the spotlight glare, showcasing the damage that we openly share. Mine in the depths of a relationship turned cold, paying the ultimate price for something so
Wealthy in sadness, bankrupt in hope, climbing this dangerously steep, slippery slope, polishing the metal until it blinds the eye, valuing the pain instead of asking why. Golden egg radiating from the core,
hurting so beautifully, demanding more.
gilded, suffering, expensive and grand,
Sifting the shining dust right through my hand.
a luxurious torment I proudly wear, a shiny burden too heavy to bear.
Coins tossed into the wishing well of deceit, walking barefoot down the scorching paved street. Treasuries filled with letters you returned, counting the agonizing lessons I have learned.
Glittering chains binding me to the floor, locking the brass handle on the exit door. Richness cannot cure the illness of the soul, paying an emotional devastating toll.
Wealthy in sadness, bankrupt in hope,
Climbing this dangerously steep, slippery slope, polishing the metal until it blinds the eye, valuing the pain instead of asking why. Golden egg radiating from the core,
hurting so beautifully, demanding more.
gilded, suffering, expensive and grand,
Sifting the shining dust right through my hand.
a luxurious torment I proudly wear, a shiny burden too heavy to bear.
Melted down, forge a different shape, entirely burning the impurities out.
Fiercely and fiercely,
Maybe the glimmer will eventually fade to rust, transforming the shiny agony